Good morning, dear children. Hope you understood the chapter number system. And now we move on to the second chapter, polynomials. Before moving on to the chapter polynomials, let us recollect some of the topics which have already learned in class 8. We have studied about algebraic expressions and their operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Here, in this chapter, we shall study about a particular type of algebraic expression called polynomials. And in particular, we will be learning about polynomials in one variable. So, what is an algebraic expression? It is an expression which is made up of variables and constants, along with the operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Let us see some examples of algebraic expressions like 3x plus 4, x plus 1 by x, which also can be written as x plus x raised to negative 1. The third example, root x plus 3 can also be written as x raised to 1 by 2 plus 3. Fourth example is x cube minus x square plus 4x plus 3. Then we have y square plus root 5. Here the variable is taken as y. Then we have 5 by x square plus 1, which also can be written as 5x raised to negative 2 plus 1. And the last one, negative 1 by 2x, etc. So, what is the difference between an algebraic expression and a polynomial? In the previous slide, we have seen different examples for algebraic expressions. But I can say, in those expressions, x plus 1 by x, root x plus 3, 5 by x square plus 1 are not polynomials. Why they are not polynomials? X plus 1 by x is written as x plus x raised to negative 1, where the power of the second term is a negative integer. In root x plus 3, we rearranged it as x raised to 1 by 2 plus 3. Again, the power of the variable is a fraction. In the third one, 5 by x square plus 1, we wrote it as 5x raised to negative 2 plus 1, where again the power of the variable is a negative integer. So, variables involved having only non-negative integral exponents is called a polynomial. Or easily we can say the exponents or the powers of the polynomials should be whole numbers. We can write polynomials with many variables, but here in this chapter we concentrate in polynomials in one variable. So, what is a polynomial in one variable? A polynomial p of x in one variable, say x, is an algebraic expression in x of the form a n x raised to n plus a n minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 plus etc. a2 x raised to 2 plus a1x plus a0, where a0, a1, a2, etc. an all are constants and an not equal to 0. Here we denote the polynomial by p of x, as it is a polynomial in the variable x. We can also denote it as q of x, r of x, etc. If we take a polynomial in y, we can denote it as p of y, q of y, r of y, etc. We can see some examples here. P of x equal to x cube minus x square plus 4x plus 7, where it is a polynomial in the variable x. Instead of writing always as p of x, we can write the second example as q of x equal to x square plus 5, where again the variable is x. Third one, p of y. So it should be a polynomial in the variable y. So it is written as 3y square plus 5y. The last example, p of u. So we are going to write a polynomial with the variable u, that is 6u square minus 5u plus 8. Now polynomials can be classified on two ways, based on the number of terms and its degree. Based on the number of terms, we have already learned in class 8. That means a polynomial which contains only one term is called a monomial. Examples are 7x, negative x cube, 5 and so on. If a polynomial contains two terms, it is called a binomial. X plus 1, y raised to 5 minus y cube, x raised to 30 minus x, all are examples of binomials. Here x is the first term, 1 is the second term in the polynomial x plus 1. Y raised to 5 is the first term, negative y cube is the second term in the polynomial y raised to 5 minus y cube. If a polynomial contains three terms, it is called a trinomial. Examples: x plus x square plus 7, y raised to 4 plus y plus 5, u raised to 7 minus u raised to 5 plus u square and so on. As I already said, polynomial can be classified into two based on the number of terms and degree of the polynomial. What is degree of a polynomial? The highest power of the variable in a polynomial is called degree of the polynomial. So based on the degree, we can name the polynomials as a linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, biquadratic polynomial and so on. What is a linear polynomial? A polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. We can see the example, f of x equal to x minus 12. Here the variable is x and the power of the variable x is 1, or we can say the degree of the polynomial is 1, so it is a linear polynomial. One more example is given, p of x equal to negative 7x plus 18. Again the variable in x with the power as 1. The standard form of a linear polynomial is taken as ax plus b, where a not equal to 0. Quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. Its standard form is ax square plus bx plus c, where a not equal to 0. We can see some examples. F of x equal to 2x square minus 3x plus 15, where x is the variable and we can see the highest power in this is 2. That is why we take it as a quadratic polynomial. Second example, p of y is equal to 4 minus y square, where the variable is y and the power of the variable is 2. Q of t is equal to t square minus 15t, where t is the variable and the highest power of the variable is 2. Cubic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. Examples: 3x cube minus 7x, 7x cube plus 5x square minus 8. In these both examples, we can see the variables are in x and the highest power is 3. Biquadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 4 is called a biquadratic polynomial. Example: 10x raised to 4 minus 7x cube plus 8x square minus 12x minus 20. Constant polynomial. A polynomial of degree 0 is called a constant polynomial. Let us take a number 2. We can write the number 2 as 2 into x raised to 0 because anything raised to 0 is always 1. That means 2 into x raised to 0 is equal to 2 into 1, which is also equal to 2. That we can say 2 is a constant polynomial of degree 0. Negative 3 by 2 also can be written as negative 3 by 2 into x raised to 0. Therefore, all the numbers we can call as a constant polynomial. The constant polynomial 0, that is f of x equal to 0, is called as a zero polynomial. Only for 0 we call that as a zero polynomial because we can write 0 as 0x or 0x square or 0x raised to 9 or 0 with any variable of any power. Therefore, the degree of a zero polynomial is not defined. Now, let us do some problems based on what we have learned related to polynomials, its number of terms, its degree, and so on. Question set 1. Which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? State reason for your answer. In the first question, 3x square minus 4x plus 15, we can see the variable is x and the power of the variable is 2, which is a whole number. Therefore, we can say it is a polynomial in one variable. In second question, 3 root x plus root 2x, we can see x is the variable. But when we check the power of the variable in the first term, that is root x, which is also written as x raised to 1 by 2, the power is not a whole number. Therefore, we can say it is not a polynomial. In question number 3, x raised to 12 plus y raised to 3 plus z raised to 50. It's a polynomial, but we can see there are 3 variables. Our question is to find polynomials in one variable. Therefore, we can say x raised to 12 plus y raised to 3 plus z raised to 50 is not a polynomial in one variable. Question number 4. Y square plus 2 root 3. Here the variable is y and the power of the variable is 2. Therefore, we can see it is a polynomial in one variable. Question set 2. Write the coefficient of x square in each of the following. We have already learned how to write the coefficients in class 8. So, question number 1, 17 minus 2x plus 7x square. We can see the coefficient of x square is 7. In the second question, 12x minus 5x square, the coefficient of x square is negative 5. That means we have to take the sign along with the coefficient. In third question, root 3x minus 7, we cannot find the x square term. Therefore, the coefficient of x square is 0. Question set 3. Write the degree of each of the following polynomials. We learned that highest power of the variable is called as the degree. So, in question number 1, 7x cube plus 4x square minus 3x plus 12, degree of the polynomial with highest power is 3. 9. 9 is a constant polynomial. Therefore, we have to say degree of a constant polynomial is always 0. Similarly, in question number 3, 6 minus 4y square, which is a polynomial in variable y, is having the degree 2. Question 4, 5y minus root 2. Again, it is a polynomial in variable y and the highest power of y is 1. Therefore, degree of the polynomial is 1. 0. We have already learned degree of the polynomial is not defined, as 0 can be expressed as 0x or 0x raised to 9 or 0x raised to 10 and so on. Question 4. Classify the following polynomials as linear, quadratic, cubic or biquadratic polynomials. First one, x plus x square plus 4. We can see x is the variable and the second term contains the power 2. Therefore, it will be a quadratic polynomial. In 3x minus 2, we can see x is the variable and the highest power of the variable is 1. So, 3x minus 2 is called a linear polynomial. In question 3, 7t raised to 4 plus 4t cube plus 3t minus 2, we can see that power of the variable is 4 and it is called a biquadratic polynomial. In 2x plus x cube, we call it as a cubic polynomial where the variable x contains the highest power as 3. Question 5. Classify the following polynomials as polynomials in one variable, two variables, etc. In x cube minus xy plus 7y square, we can say it is a polynomial, but we can see x and y are the variables. Therefore, we can say it is a polynomial in two variables. xy plus yz plus zx. The variables here in this question are x, y and z. The power of these variables are whole numbers. So, they are polynomials, but we call them polynomials in three variables. The last question, x cube plus 5x square minus 7. Here we can see only one variable and all the powers are whole numbers. So we can say it is a polynomial in one variable. In this lesson, we will be concentrating in polynomials in one variable only. Based on these problems, students, you can do exercise 2.1 all the questions in your notebook. Thank you.